Hello and welcome. I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today, where we are about to discover what I am reading in May. And as most of you have probably heard, we will be having some work done in the library. So there will be a period of time where our doors are not open, and it'll probably be 3 to 4 weeks. And because of that, I'm going to do this month a little differently. So here's my plan. I am going to be pre-recording these videos so that they will post on a regular schedule. So most of these books I have just recently read, but they are books that I really enjoyed, and I'd like to talk about them with you. And I'm going to make a change that I've been thinking of making for a while. So instead of calling these videos what I am reading in, I'll just call them the monthly reads. So this month will be May Reads. Let's move on to the books. So first up is a fiction book that I read for my readathon, but did not talk about in the videos, so I have just recently read it. I really enjoyed it, and that will be The Silent Patient by Michaelides. And I know that this book is a little bit older, and some of you might have already read it, but I've been wanting to read it for a long time. I finally have read it, and we just need to talk about it. My next books will be by an author that I find really easy to read. For March, I read one of her books, The Invocations, so it's Krystal Sutherland, but what I'm going to do is an author video. So we'll be talking about 2 of the books that she's written, and one of them is Chemical Hearts, and the other one is House of Hollow. Next up, we're going to do another different take on books. So I have recently read 2 books that were set in the state of Minnesota, and so we are going to read these 2 books. They're both by Minnesota authors, and while they're in similar themes, they're very different books. The first one is The Quarry Girls by Lourey, and this book is written based on actual events, but doesn't tell the story of the actual events. So there was something that was happening in the St. Cloud area in the 1970s, and this book is along that line, but it's not the exact case. And the other one is And There He Kept Her by Moehling, and we'll be talking about this one as well. And then last but not least is a book that I have not read yet, but fingers crossed we're going to be reopened by that time, and it is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. So I hope that you'll join me for these books in May. And once again, the books will be The Silent Patient by Michaelides, and that'll be the first week of May. The second week of May will be our Chemical Hearts and House of Hollow by Krystal Sutherland. Third week, we will do The Quarry Girls by Lourey, and There He Kept Her by Moehling. And finally, the last week of May, hopefully we're back together in the library again, and that is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. So I hope that you have your books for May lined up. I hope that you will be excited by your reads, and I hope that you are just as excited as me to hear about the books we'll be talking about this month. So I should be seeing you the first Monday in May. I look forward to it. I hope that you are looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you.